How's everybody doing? Today I'm going to do a little video about the UV sterilizer light for the koi pond. Basically, this is my old UV 36 watt sterilizer lamp. It did work really good until recently. I had it for about 3 years, and then water started somehow getting inside of it and shorting out the circuit on the electrical system. So I tried to repair it, but when I took the bulb out, I saw there was moisture in there, and I said to myself, there's really no way I'm going to be able to seal this properly and have it work for too long without it blowing the circuit again. So I decided to buy a new one. Alright, this is my new 36 watt Jebao UV sterilizer light. I got it on Amazon, less than $100, about 90 bucks. These lights are designed to kill floating algae in the water. When the algae passes through the UV light, the energy in the bulb will kill the floating algae. The algae will then stick together in the water and get filtered out, obviously by the filter. A lot of you guys know that this won't work on string algae because string algae attaches itself to the pond and is not free floating in the water. That's why it won't kill string algae. That you got to pull out by hand or just let it die on its own eventually. So let's see what this looks like. We're going to do a little bit of an unboxing now. Alright, so here we have it. It definitely looks like it's new and improved. It looks a little bit different than the older model that I had. I'm hoping it lasts longer than 3 years. The warranty on it, from what I see, is only for 1 year. But it did work so well that I decided to get the same brand as I had previously purchased. When I start my pond up after the winter, basically it's like pea soup in there. I can't even see if I have fish in the pond. But within, I would say, a couple of weeks or so, running the filter and the UV light, it's crystal clear and I can see straight down to the bottom. So that's why I decided to go with this product again. Alright, here we have the inlet tubes, the little O-ring rubber washer. You have to make sure that goes in there. Put this little end cap on, screw it on there nice and tight. Not too tight, it's plastic. Just snug. There's not really a lot of water pressure going through here, so you don't have to make it too crazy tight. One's going to be for the pump that puts water into the unit, and the other one is really just to spit the water back into the pond. You're not really attaching anything to that one, although you could attach something to it if you wanted to. Of course, you do the same thing for the other side. Little rubber O-ring washer in there. Screw that on, snug, don't get too crazy with it. That should be just about right. And then on the other side, you'll see that little plastic, clear plastic eyepiece there. When the bulb is actually plugged in, you'll see like a blue illumination coming from there, so you know that the bulb is actually working. Alright, it's a little bit different than the older model. To change the bulb, you have to press a little button there, and then you turn it counterclockwise. It slides out if you need to change the bulb, which I change once a year in the spring before I start it back up, because I don't run mine all year long. It only runs for like 6 or 7 months out of the year. There's also a washer in there too. You put it back together, snap it back into place, turn it clockwise. The little button will pop out again, and you're good to go. This is the Tetra pump I use to power the UV light unit. 325 gallons per hour by Tetra. You don't really even need that much. That's a little bit strong, but that's what I use for my UV light. Unfortunately, what does happen every so often, you'll notice the flow coming out a little bit slow, and that's because you have a lot of gook stuck inside your pump there. So you got to take off the cap and shake it out and put it back in. And there it is, up and running successfully. And hopefully in about another week or so, my water will be much clearer than what it is now. Thanks for watching, guys.